curl ego, pose like a myth. Tank top tight with a shadow to lift. Jawline slice with a smirk so slick. Dumbbell drop like a mic, that's it. Used to be ribs and sleeves too wide. Now the cut so clean, I glide inside. Push up form, got statue shy. Even the rack take turns to side. V-line trace like a subway map. Crew neck stretch from the slat lap snap. Flex in the mirror, it's an honest trap. I spot myself and still clap back. Mirror curl ego, pose like a myth. Tank top tight with a shadow to lift. Jawline slice with a smirk so slick. Dumbbell drop like a mic, that's it. Shake her loud like a flex bell ring. White dust float like it grew me wings. Triceps peak like they trying to sing. Even towels pause for the Prince of Spring. Yeah, neon shoes with a neon sole. Stretch so wide, I rebranded gold. Curls go up, doubt stay low. These mirrors owe me a cameo show. Mirror curl ego, pose like a myth. Tank top tight with a shadow to lift. Jawline slice with a smirk so slick. Dumbbell drop like a mic, that's it. That's it. Dumbbell drop like a mic, that's it.
Ball cut lines like a sculpture spell. Back wide enough to pull the swell. Cows chisel like they ring a bell. Treadmill look turn model as well. No cap, I warm up in style. Grip so firm it rewrites the dial. Spotlight hit on the gym floor tile. Whole room pause when I hold that smile. Like I walk in and machines feel shook. Posture crisp like a centerfold book. Neck vein pop like a power look. Selfie can't blink, that's the hook. Gains got history, no cheat sheet used. Every rep proof that the myth got fused. Phone in pocket but I got no news. Cause I scroll myself when the views dismuse. Right.
Mirror curl ego, pose like a myth. Tank top tight with a shadow to lift. Jawline slice with a smirk so slick. Dumbbell drop like a mic, that's it. That's it, that's it. Dumbbell drop like a mic, that's it.
In the zone with a cable grip. Shoes untied, but I never slip. Wrist got chalk and the bar got drip. Mid-pull freeze like a motion clip. Grit don't count, no mirror glance. Backline tight like a coiled stance. Hold gym pause when I hit that dance. Weight go up and the doubts unbalanced. Mid-set monarch, throw no steel. Place get moved when I sign that deal. Stay light, but the form so real. Posture loud like a highlight reel. Sweat drip slow, but the clock go fast. Set don't end till the ghost get past. Neck vein pop like a signal blast. I lift like truth and they fold like glass. Belt cinched tight like a sealed up vault. Pose too clean to accept one fault. I don't rest, I just exhale salt. Whole body built off a mindset cult. Mid-set monarch throne on steel. Plates get moved when I sign that deal. Talk stay light, but the form so real. Posture loud like a highlight reel. Machine rack hum with a war zone tune. Frame too wide to fit one room. Pace don't shift when the bass go boom. One more rep make the floor resume. Hands don't shake but the metal might. Depth so low it can spark a fight. Crowd don't talk when the form in sight. Bar goes solid when the crown feel right. I don't live for a comment feed. I train for the breath I need. Heart rate up but the mind don't plead. Fail one set and I still succeed. Broken arms like a coil spring. Push too sharp for a casual swing. Hold gym moves when I snap that ring. Rest don't come, just the next big thing. Mid-set monarch throne on steel. Place get moved when I sign that deal. Talk stay light, but the form so real. Posture loud like a highlight reel.
lift like a king. Gold chain swing with a preset bling. Mirror talk back when my shoulders wing. Curl game loud, let the dumbbell sing. Pre-workout glow, got the tunnel stare. Warm up light, but I lift with flair. Tank top rip with a legacy thread. Gym floor bow when I stretch that spread. Easy bar twist like a DJ cut. Plate stack tall, that silent shut. Whole set lock, no rep in vain. Post too cold in the cable lane. Bench press throne, I lift like a king. Gold chain swing with a preset bling. Mirror talk back when my shoulders wing. Curl game loud, let the dumbbell sing. Lats pop out like wings on chrome. Leg day stands, got the squat rack home. Socks pull high with a logo rare. Gym bag smell like Olympic air. Whistle blow once they clear my zone. I ghost that rep like I bench alone. No cap curls with attention gaze. Wrist wrap tight like my Thursday plays. Bench press throne, I lift like a king. Gold chain swing with a preset bling. Mirror talk back when my shoulders wing. Curl game loud, let the dumbbell sing. Set devil in the foam towel trap. Trap bar stare like a stealthy clap. Protein shake in the mason jar. Fit look rude in the walk by car. Pull up game with a skyline view. Chalk dust fly like a dance all cute. Training not once, that's cosign gold. Flex too pure for a filter hole. Deadlift talk with a vinyl crack. Whole room pause when I arch that back. No belt needed, just grip and send. Form so sharp like a tailor pin. Clap in the gym like I own that sound. Sweat beat drop with a baseline pound. Poster boy stance with a timed exhale. Swag so loud it could curl a rail. Bench press throne, I lift like a king. Gold chain swing with a preset bling. Mirror talk back when my shoulders wing. Curl game loud, let the dumbbell sing. Bench press throne, I lift like a king. Gold chain swing with a preset bling. Mirror talk back when my shoulders wing. Curl game loud, let the dumbbell sing. Bench press throne, I lift like a king. Gold chain swing with a preset bling. Mirror talk back when my shoulders wing. Curl game loud, let the dumbbell sing. Bench press throne, I lift like a king. Gold chain swing with a preset bling. Mirror talk back when my shoulders wing. Curl game loud, let the dumbbell sing.
Come clean like a cable lift. Static in the room when the stand's too swift. Drip don't drop it, just re-geek gift. Zone on lock like a deadbolt shift.
Push up angle like a movie frame. Gym mat dusty but the pose got fame. Wristwatch tick when the grip go tight. Set count solid but the gains ignite. Trap squeeze loud like a synth go boom. Form too sharp for a weight room gloom. Curls in motion slow like crime. One arm swing with a metronome rhyme. Flex come clean like a cable lift. Static in the room when the stand's too swift. Drip don't drop it, just re-geek gift. Zone on lock like a deadbolt shift. With pace like a track day run. Neon shoes with a no-skip stun. Back row rowing like a yacht set sail. Mirror glance break the cardio trail. Half flip low like a poker red. Waist talk back when I up that speed. Neck towel swing like a gym hall cape. Vibe so dense it could bend the tape. Flex come clean like a cable lift. Static in the room when the stand's too swift. Drip don't drop it, just re-gear gift. Zone on lock like a deadbolt shift. Phone on silent but the pose too loud. Body weight shift like I move the crowd. Chalk on palms like I ghost a deal. Fist so snug that it look unreal. Train a nod when I change that speed. Bar roll smooth like a centipede. Flex ain't loud but it always land. Gym flow tilt from the weight I brand. No preset, I just walk in heat. One rep high, next one elite. Timer on blink like a red dot scope. Sweat right tails on my towel like dope. I lean on plates like I lean on facts. Vest too tight for a muscle relapse. They train the post, I post to training. Still frame shots, I outrun fame.
Flex come clean like a cable lift. Static in the room when it stands too swift. Drip don't drop, it just read like gift. Zone on lock like a deadbolt shift.
Yeah. I sit like I'm framed by a sideline glow. Bench ain't warm, but the spotlight grow. Tank still dry, but the flex gon' rich. Lace tie low with a silent switch. No pre-roll, just motion prime. Reps come crisp like a billboard rhyme. Or a host still like a timeout freeze. Post too pure, no need to tease. Or loud in the bench like glare. No coach call, just up here, up here. They stop and stare. Or loud in the bench like glare. Stretch like fame on the sideline seat. I don't chase pace, my tempo lead. Cuffs roll clean with a fabric shine. Fit move slow like a power line. Neck tilt sharp when the lens lock in. Breathe so cool like I live on wind. Rep count low but the vibe stack steep. I do more flex when I barely speak. Or loud in the bench like glare. No coach call, just up here, up here. They stop and stare. Or loud in the bench like glare. Real loud in the bench like glare. No coach call, just up here, up here. They stop and stare. Or loud in the bench like glare. Stretch band snap with a rhythm edge. Or curve up like a skyline ledge. Side eye flick with a no-look gaze. Gym clock frozen, a still life phase. Triceps carved like a sculptor's piece. Voice drop slow like a weight release. Bench book bold like a legend blink. They read my stance, then lose they think. Still like a photo card. Still frame talk with the mirror talk. Still got moves in a fixed up zone. Still stack pride in a sit down tone. Pause game rich with a phantom sway. Even rest days got a flex display. Bench ain't break but it hold that law. I sit down once they remember more. Or loud in the bench like glare. No coach call, just up here, up here. They stop and stare. Or loud in the bench like glare. Or loud in the bench like glare. No coach call, just up here, up here. They stop and stare. Or loud in the bench like glare. Yeah. Steps mark ground like a grid in chrome. Grip on steel like I code my home. Tension stack in a silent gauge. Form so tight it can script a page. Wrist don't shake when the weight unroll. Pattern so clean it can scan that soul. Cables align when I claim that lane. Controlling reps like a loop domain.
Grip locked down like a launch type hole. I move in frames, the stance been told. Pattern build flex with a stance so bold. Not one glitch when my script unfold.
Grip locked down like a launch type hole. I move in frames, the stance been told. Pattern build flex with a stance so bold. Not one glitch when my script unfold. Pull, got a grid line snap. Backlight post with a blueprint tap. Move like task with a checklist lean. Each set run like a line too clean. Range don't break when the angle shift. Even air bend when my tempo lift. No false start when I hold that stack. Cold in my hands, no need that.
Grip locked down like a launch type hole. I move in frames, the stance been told. Pattern built flex with a stance so bold. Not one glitch when my script unfold.
Grip locked down like a launch type hole. I move in frames, the stance been told. Pattern built flex with a stance so bold. Not one glitch when my script unfold.
Flex with a graph and attention grid. Output max when the script get hid. Machine breath low with a soft inhale. I load the set like a data trail. Weight don't shift when I toggle form. Whole room freeze when my code perform. Hands don't slip, just clamp and stay. One track zone, no disarray. Deadpan stance with a no lag lean. I read the bench like a retro screen. Body don't move if the plot not clear. Still in the frame but the weight comes near. Grip toe deep like a line I own. Style pre-built in my muscle tone. No cheat cue, just rhythm fed. I don't lift reps, I decode instead. Grip locked down like a launch type hold. I move in frames, the stance been told. Pattern built flex with a stance so bold. Not one glitch when my script unfold. Grip locked down like a launch type hold. I move in frames, the stance been told. Pattern built flex with a stance so bold. Not one glitch when my script unfold.